Hey, y'all know on the fly high, coolest, smoothest young niggas doing this shit, y'all. Yeah. Same look, nigga, big pistol in the field block.
What's happening with the gang? Y'all tuned in 100 Faith. We back with another video. This is part 2 of the Bronx deadly gang war. I ain't gonna take up, hold on, my shit, all of this shit. Hold on, gang. Cause I got my shit on a charger, so you feel me? But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time on y'all, man. We gonna get right into the video, man. Let me take it back a little bit so we don't miss nothing. D-thing disrespectful as shit. Let's get into it, gang.
Anywho, only a year after Noah's death, Jew Hef, the early pioneer of the YGs, would meet a tragic end too. In 2013, Jew Hef was killed by a man called Melvin Davis after a fight in the Tropicana nightclub. After a mass brawl between the YGs and another street crew called Young Flybridge from Highbridge would end with Jew Hef being beaten in the head with a hookah pipe. This left him in a coma, and he would sadly lose his life only a week later. The gang from Highbridge, while not officially a part of the OGs, were known to affiliate with some of their members, with some believing that the killing of Jew Hef did have some connection over what had happened to Noah previously. Despite not being responsible for the killing directly, the YG's main rivals, the OGs, would take this opportunity to clown their rivals for losing their leader. Story goes that OG's members even went so far as to urinate on the mural for Jew Hef, a massive sign of disrespect. Anywho, with Jew Hef out of the picture, the YGs would continue forward.
Bro, when I tell you this shit is getting past disrespectful, bro. Like, and when I say past disrespectful, I mean past disrespectful. You feel me? Sorry, y'all. We just gonna have to deal with a leaning camera right now. My phone is on the charger. You feel me? But past disrespectful. You feel me? Like, it just don't make sense how gritty they was really getting about this. You feel me? But at the same time, this is gang culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that people do have to understand. Like, it gets there. You feel me? People do get very disrespectful when you talking about gang culture, bro. That's just the way it go. I don't know why, but that's just how it is, man. And it's quite frankly ain't shit that we can do about it right now. You feel me? Shit. Wow. Went to the
lose his life only a week later. The gang from Highbridge, while not officially a part of the OGs, were known to affiliate with some of their members, with some believing that the killing of Jew Hef did have some connection over what had happened to Noah previously. Despite not being responsible for the killing directly, the YG's main rivals, the OGs, would take this opportunity to clown their rivals for losing their leader. Story goes that OG's members even went so far as to urinate on the mural for Jew Hef, a massive sign of disrespect. Anywho, with Jew Hef out of the picture, the YGs would continue forward, but naturally, the authorities would be keeping a close eye on them. This would eventually lead to two crews, the YGs and the 18th Park Gang, being targeted in a 2015 criminal indictment that would hit 48 Bronx-based gang members. This case would take 22 members of the YGs off the streets, apparently detailing 30 non-fatal shootings, as well as 3 homicides, including the killing of Noah. A senior YGs member named William Bracey, aka Rel, would get 33 years for his role in that murder, with another YGs member, Amp Flocker, real name Anthony Reddick, also pleading guilty to taking part in the murder of Noah. Because of their violent behavior.
Now, what we see it as, well, what they call it now, Rico. You feel me? Pretty much whole gang. They gonna round up a lot of people. That's what a Rico is. They gonna round up as many people as they can, whichever ones they think are in control, whichever ones they think that have the power, whichever ones they think, you know what I'm saying, bringing in the most money. However they do it, bro, it's a Rico. You feel me? We have seen that a lot. They just did it with Young Thug and Gunna. You know what I'm saying? The whole Rico case, bro. They trying to figure out what kind of shit Young Thug running behind the scenes, behind the music. You know what I mean? So we see this a lot in rap, bro. We see this a lot of rap. But what's crazy is this is before the rap. Remind y'all, this is before the rap. This is what the police are doing before the rap. So it don't surprise me because this is how gang, like, this is what I'm saying, gang. This is how gang culture works, bro. This is how gang culture works. If you look at LA gang culture, if you look at Chicago gang culture, anywhere, bro, this is how the gang culture works, bro. The police, damn, bro, they be locking motherfuckers down to round up 30-something people, then 40-something people. That's crazy to me. Those are large numbers of people. Like, what?
Clown their rivals for losing their leader. The story goes that OG's members even went so far as to urinate on the mural for Jew Hef, a massive sign of disrespect. Anywho, with Jew Hef out of the picture, the YGs would continue forward, but naturally, the authorities would be keeping a close eye on them. This would eventually lead to two crews, the YGs and the 18th Park Gang, being targeted in a 2015 criminal indictment that would hit 48 Bronx-based gang members. This case would take 22 members of the YGs off the streets, apparently detailing 30 non-fatal shootings, as well as 3 homicides, including the killing of Noah. A senior YGs member named William Bracey, aka Rel, would get 33 years for his role in that murder, with another YGs member, Ant Flocker, real name Anthony Reddick, also pleading guilty to taking part in the murder of Noah. Because of their violent behaviour in the street, the YGs had attracted a lot of attention from the authorities, and that would continue as the years went on. Another 2016 indictment targeted members of the YGs, charging around 120 people. At the time, this was the largest gang takedown in New York history, and the indictment would accuse the gang of being involved in at least 8 murders, including a 92-year-old innocent bystander killed in her own home by a stray bullet. And according to this indictment, over the course of this entire feud, an alleged 1,800 shots had been fired. Frankly, the YGs, the OG...
1,800 shots at once? Gang, y'all let me know in the comments so far. Which side is a bit more wilder? You feel me? Which side y'all think is more disrespectful and more gritty with it? The OGs or the YGs, bro? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Cause this right here is crazy. I'm hearing disrespect on both ends. Like, the YGs did some crazy to Noah. You feel me? Then the OGs retaliated though. Got the leader, Jew Hef, got him. Then went and peed on bro grave, all type of. Y'all let me know in the comments who's more disrespectful, bro.
OGs and other street gangs had the Bronx looking like a literal war zone throughout the 2000s and 2010s. But while the older members were getting put behind bars or losing their lives, a new generation of young gangbangers desperate for the limelight would soon emerge. Hardened by the bloodshed witnessed at the hands of their elders, and inspired by the drill music blowing up over in the city of Chicago. And the YGs and OGs affiliated rappers that would emerge in the 2020s would bring an incredible amount of creativity to the streets of the Bronx, with these young Bronx drill rappers creating viral anthems amid a backdrop of shootings and violence in the borough they grew up in.
Mi gente, who you vote for is private, but whether you vote is public. In the last midterm election, a record number of eligible voters cast a ballot, but Latinos voted 57% less often. Look up your early vote location.
Shy G's, Blitz G's, and Hawaiian, bro. I'm messing with my New York dudes. Come on now, bro. Yes, G's, bro.
The most well-known rapper of the YGs in the Bronx is by far D-Thang. D-Thang is no stranger to spinning blocks, apparently regularly making home visits to his ops' homes. D-Thang has also been known to go into enemy territory.
Wait, what? My boy D-Thang. Yeah, that's a real nigga. I'm gonna keep it real. That's a real hitter for sure. Like, that boy has no crap in his rap at all whatsoever. He done some crazy shit so far in this episode that we watching, bro.
The most well-known rapper of the YGs in the Bronx is by far D-Thang. D-Thang is no stranger to spinning blocks, apparently regularly making home visits to his ops' homes. D-Thang has also been known to go into enemy territories, pressuring the local bodega workers to throw up rival gang signs to entertain his social media following.
OGs? OGs out? OGs? Only OGs can't really YG. Y'all see the face. You think G's?
See that G,
Y'all see the face. What am I mother?
Names that you might pop up in a YG's affiliated drill video include people like T-Mac, Six, Bando G's, and T-Dot. Yus G's, Nesty Flocks, Shah G's. You've also got the likes of Raji's, a 16-year-old member who was initially known for a viral clip where he tried to get down an op with a walking stick.
In the morning, don't want to run down now. 4 y'all early in the morning. Look. They don't weave, stupid. Suck my
Now clearly there's no love lost between the modern day members of the OGs and the YGs. The YGs who we've just mentioned have big issues with the OGs in the Bronx drill scene, with the main rapper in the area representing the OGs going by Shah EK or Jiggy Man. He's been seen going back and forth with YGs like D-Thang on social media extensively, with the OGs sometimes referring to themselves collectively as the Jiggies, with this being a core part of Shah EK's branding. In fact, he's dropped 2 musical projects referencing this, Jiggy on Jiggy and Get Jiggy or Die Trying, with his track Shoot or Get Shot being one of his breakout songs. He's known to affiliate with the likes of PJ
I actually just did a reaction to Shoot or Get Shot by Shah EK. If y'all have not seen that, go ahead and check it out, gang. Go ahead, tap in, you feel me?
Busy and B. Dot. But here's where things get a little bit complicated. Because in the Bronx, some street crews are known to double jack, meaning that they can actually be in alliance with more than one gang at the same time, meaning that there are sometimes quite confusing overlaps and alliances between people in different gangs, and it can get confusing. You've got another crew called the OYs that hail out of Sugar Hill, formerly the original Young Gangsters or OYGs, used to beef with the YGFC or the Young Gunners from Cortland. For a period of time, some OGs and some OYs have connected, sometimes referring to themselves as OYOGs. In fact, Shah EK of the OGs has collaborated with numerous OY rappers from Sugar Hill. In fact, it actually turns out that the top rapper from the YGs, D-Thang, is actually engaged in a long and deadly beef with his own cousin too. One of the most famous drill rappers to ever come out of the Bronx, K-Flock. And just to make it even more confusing, he hails from another hood that we haven't actually discussed yet, that seemingly have beef with absolutely everybody. Sevside is an area around East 187th Street. Historically, the gangbangers from Sevside have been in alliance with crews from Mount Vernon and Hilltop known as the HTYBs, or Hilltop Young Bosses, or sometimes just YBs. HTYBs being seen mobbing through the streets of the Bronx as early as 2010, with home movies still circulating online to this day, seemingly showing members running their block claiming Sevside or Hilltop, all while hating on their ops and declaring their intention to K or kill any rivals from the 800s, YGs, or OYs.
YB Sev gang out here the big shoot. Yo, man, YB's up, man. Southside JJ here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to my Southside.
Now, much like the other gangs we've discussed so far, after a decade of beef and indictments, a modern-day crew out of Sevside would emerge, with some gangbangers from this area identifying as 700 DOA. This is a crew made up of a mixture of different sub-gang sets, like the Mac Baller Brims and Sex Money Murder Bloods, as well as Crip gangs like the Rolling 80s, because you've got to remember that Bronx gang politics is not as simple as Bloods versus Crips. There's a lot of mixed up and overlapping gang sets that you maybe wouldn't expect traditionally to be cool with each other, but some Bloods and Crips might be an alliance under the umbrella of the 700 DOA crew. And to make it even...
I'm gonna keep it real though. You do have, like, in LA, since he's speaking on Blood and Crips, you do have some, you know what I'm saying, not even gonna say sets, really, but you do have some people that get along, you know what I'm saying, with other rappers from different groups. Like, y'all seen Nipsey Hussle and YG, two totally different areas that beef with each other, you know what I'm saying, but they collabed on a song. So I am used to seeing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it really comes down to you know what I'm saying, looking at it like, before we gangbangers or any of that stuff, you know, we human, we people. So you got to see eye to eye on that first before you can even begin to cross those boundaries of, you know what I'm saying, collaborating with your ops, and or not even necessarily your ops, but collaborating with people from the opposite neighborhood that you beef with, you know what I'm saying? So I have seen collaborate, like I said, Nipsey Hussle, YG, bro, you know what I'm saying, 03 Greedo, you know what I mean, like all these people, different sets, and they got music, you know what I mean? So I have seen that, man.
Even more confusing, 700 DOA from Sevside apparently identify as EBK, or Everybody Killers, meaning that they hate everybody. There might be a few friendships and alliances between some DOAs and OGs, but one thing's for sure, the guys from DOA have furious beef with the likes of the YGs and the OYs, and things can get very confusing and very dangerous indeed. Now, the most famous of the Sevside rappers from the Bronx drill scene is of course K-Flock. But before he was known for his raps, he was just doing his thing in the dangerous streets of the Bronx alongside a couple of his friends. More specifically, Dougie B and B Love, who actually is OGs, with this trio being Sevside natives growing up on 187th Street in Belmont in the Bronx.
Where are you two from, and how did y'all get into this music stuff?
From 187. 187.
Okay.
Now, it was apparently B Love who started rapping first out of this trio, funnily enough, citing his biggest inspiration in the rap game as Chicago drill rapper turned convicted murderer Rondo No. 9.
Kiki records because
Chiqui's number 2, but my son Ronald number 9. We just stuck with that.
From here, B-Love would end up getting Dougie B and K-Flock in front of the microphone with a little encouragement.
I wasn't really the rapper. It's really the rapper right here. I was playing with the shit. I was going to my phone his side right here. For me. Right. Going to the studio, playing for me. Then I started taking it serious. I see like I'm going up for me. My son Love like nah, it's time to go take it serious. Stop playing.
Little did this trio know that together they would be pioneering one of the biggest musical movements to come out of the Bronx since the 70s. But this would have been hard to appreciate at the time. And
that's why I say whatever goals y'all got, go for them. Whatever goals y'all got, go for them. Whatever you want to do, go do it. Do it. Do it.
Despite convincing 2 of his day one homies to get into the rap game, B-Love himself said that he didn't really see the potential in music initially. It was only after spending some time in prison that he would realize that rap could be a legitimate way out of the streets upon his release.
What was like the moment for you that really kind of made you want to like do this in a more serious manner?
I got locked up. We got a charge. When I came home, like you gotta keep going. I started taking shit serious, man.
But sadly, through their journey into the music industry, there's been a whole lot of setbacks and backstabs. The guys from Sev's side used to hang out with another rapper called Pt.2, another rapper from their block who was apparently one of the first people in the Bronx to rap over a UK drill beat and introducing Dougie B to the potential of the music industry.
How'd you get into music?
For me, I don't f with him, but like for me, Pt.2 used to be from my hood. For me, I ain't gonna lie. He did his own thing. He separated. He respected it. Seen somebody for me. Seen another young dirty made it. So it felt like us dirty little could make it.
But despite being inspired to take music seriously by the success of his peer, this didn't mean that hood politics couldn't still get messy. Eventually, Dougie B and Pt.2 would start beefing, leading to an apparent chain snatching, with Dougie B being seen posing with the chain online, which would subsequently lead him to spending some time in jail.
It's with the gang.
It's with the gun.
That's this.
No cap.
Pt.2. Pt.2. That's the. Come on.
Pt.2, bro. Shut.
Tell him we got the PNV chain on the set.
This is self-snitching, gang. This is self-snitching. If you're gonna do a crime, don't post it on the internet, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta be smarter than that, bro. You have to be smarter than that. If you're gonna do something, hide, go ghost, bro. Don't sit there and do this. Look at bro flexing with the chain. Y'all know I've messed with Dougie B, bro. But don't do this type of stuff, bro. We just seen it with my boy Melly. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
Shut.
Tell him call me, G.
Come on, shut. My flockers is taking your chain. He even said it, you kid. My flockers is taking your chain, you stupid.
Even K-Flock would be seen bragging on Instagram about the chain snatching too.
We took PNV chain.
Fortunately, Dougie B would find out that his streaming numbers were going up from jail, realizing that there would be an opportunity for him in the rap game when he got out.
Tell my mom, like, wow, check Kayla, check the YouTube shit. Like,
see that 1 million views in less than like
right before I come home, no, I got get like for me, I got to get for me when I was in some program shit, like to get them on YouTube shit. I seen this. I'm like, I seen him too. I'm like, nah.
But sadly, despite seeing genuine opportunities to make it out of the hood through music, internal beefs between the young men coming up as rappers in the Bronx would get more and more complicated and dangerous. While the Sevside rappers had a historical and long-running beef with YGs like D-Thang, there were formerly alliances between crews too. In fact, it seems at one point that K-Flock was friends with Shah EK from the OGs and E-Dot from the OYs, until an apparent smoking session on IG Live seemed to expose E-Dot would share mutual friends with K-Flock's ops, like D-Thang and the other YGs. K-Flock, apparently upset about the apparent friendliness between his allies and his ops, would be quick to cut people off and fly the flag as EBK or an everybody killer. Now, I've got to say that to me, this sort of thinking really shows just how misguided the origins of some of these street beefs are. With the top comment on the video of that smoking session that apparently drove a rift between these two groups, pointing out how absurd it is that people smoking together on live would lead to a breakdown in friendships, with disappointed fans saying, "I can't believe this is the reason that we can't get another."
My thing is, though, people, as fans, y'all have to understand, when you come from the streets, when you come from a certain section, and y'all abide by certain rules, y'all have certain protocols in y'all hood, you not gonna just mess with a dude that mess with your ops. Because that same dude that mess with your ops can set you up, or he can help you set your op up. Either way, it's not gonna be a good situation. You feel me? So me personally, I don't find it bad that K-Flock got mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you supposed to be my homie, but you over here, you sitting on live smoking with whoop-de-whoop. And you know, whenever I see him, or whenever he see me, you know what I'm saying, it's beef. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really find that wrong that K-Flock did it. Obviously, being fans, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of fans are children, so they're not gonna see it like that. But when you come from the streets and you come from a hood and y'all got politics, y'all got rules and regulations set in place for that hood, that is, you know what I'm saying, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. That's pretty much saying fuck your homie. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
Another Sha-EK and K-Flock collab, or an E-Dot and K-Flock collab. Now, E-Dot would go on to say that he felt that K-Flock turned on them out of jealousy over E-Dot's budding success in music.
Cause I'm 15, I was 15 with 1 million views. I'm about to be 16 with 2 million views. They ain't never do that before. All my ops, 18, 19, 20, 21. I be for old, straight old. Word of my mother is asking me for songs, bro. Asking me for songs, wanted to be on songs with me. Be mad because they get a feature with me. Word to my life. That's what it all be about. And they try and make it, they come to the net and try and make it seem like it's something else. It's a whole nother problem. No, you mad because you ain't get a song with me.
But K-Flock would go on to say, in response to fans saying that E-Dot made a big mistake being on that live, that he doesn't care, because the way K-Flock sees it, if a friend smokes with an op by mistake, he can also get shot by mistake. And now he's gunning for E-Dot and anyone he's affiliated with.
You want to smoke with a op by mistake? You will get shot by mistake. Word of my dad. When E-Dot see me, word of my mother. And whoever with him, we'll have to run with him. Word of my mother, I ain't gonna lie. Cause bro, word of my dad, nothing is stopping me from upping this gun at that. Nothing to stop me. The cops, nothing, bro. Word of my mother, bro. That little gotta have his gun on him when he see me, bro.
Now look, I agree that seeing an IG live,
I admit, I agree with K-Flock, bro. Like I said, it's all based off your street politics. Me personally, I'm not, you know, a part of the streets, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, my homie better not," because you know, I'm not a part of that. But been around it, you know what I'm saying? Know what it is, very aware of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when it come down to my homies, how I feel, if they don't fuck with somebody, then I just don't fuck with that motherfucker either. You ain't have to do nothing to me. The homie don't like you, I don't like you, bro. It is what it is. So I agree with K-Flock on that one, man. Like, if you got a close relationship with somebody, y'all friends, y'all brothers, y'all cousins, whatever the case may be, y'all family, stick to that, bro. Remain with that loyalty, bro. Don't go over there smoking with nobody op. Don't do that, bro. I mess with E-Dot, baby. I didn't react to him on the channel, but that type of movement I don't mess with. You feel me? That ain't in my criteria.
with someone who you thought was your friend, smoking with somebody that's affiliated with your enemy might be a silly reason for a normal person to end a friendship. But let's not forget that when you're part of a gang, things go a little bit deeper than that. If someone you thought was your friend is with an enemy who says that they're smoking one of your dead friends, that's a bit harder to get past. Furthermore, if you're really that deep in the streets, keeping the wrong friends can be deadly. You can get double-crossed in an instant, and considering just how dangerous the streets of the Bronx can get, getting caught off guard by an enemy or former friend can mean instant death. So, now it's
Didn't I just say that, game? I just told y'all that. But hey, man, we finna get out with this one. Actually, I'm gonna let it run a little more.
Time to take a closer look at some of the people who weren't so lucky. Some of the young men who lost their lives before they would really have an opportunity to make it through music or some other way. So let's start off with a name who you might hear referenced frequently in a lot of Bronx drill music. And that name is Wu Lottie.
Have you registered to vote? Have you checked your registration?
I'm gonna stop it because we gotta add anyway. But hey, gang, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This was part 2. I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be back with part 3. Like I said, we gonna make this a series. So yeah, gang, make sure y'all turn on those post notifications so y'all get when I drop. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all follow me on my Instagram. It's in the description box below. But yeah, gang, much love to y'all. I'm out this thing, bro.
Hey, y'all know on the fly how it's cool and smooth as y'all niggas doing this shit, y'all. Yeah. Same look, nigga, big pistol in the field.